I'm curious about your time in Buffalo. Obviously, you're a little closer to home. I mean, it's only a 3 hour drive door to door to London. So, did you feel a little more comfortable there, even though it's, I don't want to say it's the armpit of the NHL, but I mean, Buffalo never had a
Yeah.
really great reputation.
No, I really enjoyed Buffalo. I did. Great people, great coaching. I mean, I had Ted Nolan as one of my favorite coaches. I had Ted Nolan in Buffalo, and he saw me go through what I did with my knee injury, and then I went through a full year and a bit of rehab, and he watched the way I grinded and worked my ass off to get back to basically where I was. And right away when I was healthy, he didn't send me down to the American League. He brought me up right away and said, "Here, you were in these games. You'll take them." So I played in Vancouver. I forget where else. Played somewhere else after that, maybe Nashville. But put me in right away. I didn't feel ready, but you know, the people in Buffalo were awesome to me. I had a great time. The nightlife was awesome. Not the most beautiful city in the world, but the old school mentality, the way they respected their players, but also if you weren't performing, they let you know. So I mean, I'm an old school guy. I think I had a great time there, and my family too. Right, we're only a couple hours away, so they'd make the trip over all the time. And then on off days, I'd come home and come see them. So it was awesome. But I think my heart is still in Minnesota. I really really I missed it there right away. I was crying when I got traded. I had a goalie coach there, Bob Mason, and Bob was I can't tell you how big he was for my career early on. He settled me down. He made me feel comfortable right away as a 21-year-old. Played an NHL game, and I set an NHL record right off the hop there for the longest shutout streak to start a career. And I think Bob was instrumental for me for that. Like he really helped me out and calmed me down. He's like a father figure to me. So my heart's still in Minnesota as a retired goalie now.
Two-part question. Was the league everything that you wanted it to be or expected it to be? And in comparison, when you got over to Europe, were you as happy with the experience over there?
That's a tough question. Yeah, the NHL is definitely the show. So um, it's just it's everything you want it to be. I mean, the plane rides on the private jet, those conversations with the boys after, seeing the boys play cards for thousands of dollars. I mean, it's pretty interesting watching that. Um, uh, but yeah, I mean, the way they treat their players, it's tough on the body. I mean, it's a grind. I don't think people understand how much of a job it is. I mean, every single day you're working. It's not easy. Even the practice, the off ice. I mean, you finish a game, you're going to the gym after. You're not going to see your family right away. It's a full-time job. Um, but oh man, I miss it. I would do anything to go back there in a heartbeat and get that feeling again of competing. That's what I miss the most. Competing and being in the room with the boys. The boys were the best. I mean, I was lucky enough to play for a lot of great players, and I think that's what, looking back, I miss the most is talking to the fellas in the room and just shooting the shit, right? But going to Europe was definitely an eye opener. It was taking a few steps back, even a few more past the OHL. I find I played in Slovakia, I played in England, and I played in Norway. And Slovakia was going like 50 years back. It was it was rough, but
In what
I
aspect?
learned
I'm
this.
curious, as far as like the planes or the rink.
Well, we didn't fly. Everything was bus, right? In Slovakia. The rink, there was holes in the glass and in the windows. Like, it was beautiful because you're in the mountains and you could see, it was a nice little view, but the rink was pretty ghetto. Um, we had a packed house every night. I only played where I played Detva. I think we had won 2 games that season until I got there. I came like, I think November, December, and we were last place by far. And I was getting, 50, 60 shots a game. We finished the season with, I think, 10 wins. So we did decently well after that. But um, it was just really different. The people, the guys were great. I had a great time there, but the pay was definitely a big difference. And, not seeing any family, having the different hours, trying to call your parents in the middle of the night or whatever. It was difficult. Um, I think, just the language barrier was tough too. Like, I go to a grocery store and look at food, and I had to use Google Translate over all the labels to know what I'm buying, because it was a different world. England, I had a great time. The guys in the team were awesome. And I played in Coventry, which was like an hour and a half train ride to London. So I'd go to London all the time. And
hang on, do you play with my boy Danny Stewart when you were there?
He was the coach.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I love Danny. I respect Danny. I gave him a hard time. I was a bit different back then. I was a very intense goalie, so I felt bad for Danny dealing with me sometimes. But Danny he knew his shit. I think he's still there.
Yeah. Hard as nails, that guy.
Yeah. But yeah, great coach. Runs a tight ship there, and the boys certainly respect him.
We do a hockey podcast called Sling the Biscuit every single Sunday. The clips, the bite-sized chunks are right here. Only the hits, the full-length show, which you don't want to miss, is right here. That's Dave. I'm Travis. We'll see you soon.